We need to talk. Gotcha. This isn't about anything serious. Nothing really at all, actually. I just feel like it's been a while since we've been able to talk one-on-one. I mean, the last time we were able to talk was what? February? March? When I went to California. A lot has happened since then, and let me tell you, strongest soldiers, am I right? I'm barely making it through, but hey. What has happened? Well, quit my job. That was fun. I mean, long time coming, if you ask me. Leaving the benefits was a little hard, if I'm being honest, but what are you gonna do? I'm not gonna continue to slowly kill myself for a job like that. But, man, I've been busy. You've seen the vlogs, hopefully. You've seen the podcasts. Speaking of, today, we just dropped the Fran Blam podcast, and you know what? I couldn't be happier. That one took a while to come out because I didn't know that Fran forgot about the art. I asked her about it a couple days ago, and then it got done. That itself was nerve-wracking because let me tell you, I'm not one to nag for work that, you know, she said she would do. God. It was a little awkward. Let's be real. But that came out, good conversation, you know. A lot of talk about fanfic and amino, of all things. Jesus. And if you're an amino refugee and your soul recently got freed, welcome back. Let's see, what can I talk about? Ever since quitting my job, I've done nothing but work on content, planning content. We're recording more stories soon. That's fun. Got a couple bad ones coming down the pipeline, but you know what? What are you gonna do? Now that podcast is out of the way, I feel like I can work on other stuff. Well, I need a burp. What is next on the docket? I'm thinking Jeff the Killer 2 is finally gonna, you know, get work done. A lyric video is coming out soon. I don't know for what yet, but you know, we'll figure that out. It is just a nice, humid for once, crisp Arizona night. Still probably pushing a cold like 80 degrees, you know. That's why I got on double layers right now. Monsoon season. There was some clouds today, some lightning, not a lot of rain, but man, it's just nice. Nice to sit here and just get it out. Not that I really know what there is to get out. Lots of stories. Again, let me go down the list again. Maybe it'll jog my memory to say what I was actually going to say. Stories, Jeff the Killer 2, a couple more. Maybe we'll revisit some fanfic. You know, who knows? Maybe we'll do something new. All right, Arcade Showdown. Now that the video didn't do too great, but you know what? I had fun making it. So probably gonna do that again. Me and Drake next time, huh? Pretty iconic showdown, right? I don't know what's next. A lot of stuff I want to do. So much stuff actually that I just don't know. A million thoughts racing through my head and like all the time, and when I make content it kind of helps slow it down a little bit. I've got like a ton of videos backlogged. We explored a hole under a bridge. We went to Buffalo Wild Wings. There's one more that I'm totally blanking on. I don't know what it was. But yeah, stuff's coming out. Slowly but surely. I hope this nighttime ambience is as good for you as it is good for me. Because let me tell you, it's been a while since I've been to this place specifically. I used to come here like, God, every week for like a couple of months, and then my car killed itself. So trust me, if my car was still working, I'd be here more often. Right now I'm using Drake's car because, you know, he's the GOAT. I always try not to get too personal on this page, but, you know, as you can tell by some of the other videos, I have been. Lost a couple of my cats recently. That sucked. They just got out. The door was open, apparently, at some point. I don't know when they could have gotten out, but they did, and they didn't come back. A lot of family issues, you know, personal issues. I've been getting knocked down for a while now. I was watching Better Call Saul with a friend and got to that scene where Kim says, "Jimmy, you are always down." I'm like, damn, maybe I am Saul Goodman. Maybe I am Jimmy McGill. But yeah, I quit my job so I could think. Has it done me any good? Nah. I'm still looking out for other people more than I am myself. So, nah, 50-50. Been cooking more, cleaning more. You know, it's always fulfilling to cook for my friends. You know, aside from that, they'd be eating just fast food all the time. Shit like that. And I'd prefer if they didn't. But me, oh, what am I doing? I'm learning new music, brushing up on the guitar again. I don't know if I'm gonna get back into making music anytime soon. I mean, B-Sides 3 is an option. I got time. Nothing but, actually. But here's something I haven't announced yet. If you're interested, you know, any interested parties watching this, I am doing a giveaway for the Letdown. That's going to be fun. Going to be different rules for entry this time around. I've been working on all the, you know, how do you say? How would you say? The promo stuff for it, you know, the announcement and all that. The Beiges was really good. You know, Worldwide Strangers was amazing. But I'm doing something a little different this time around. And I hope you guys like it. I'm not one to toot my own horn about editing or anything, but, you know, I'm pretty decent sometimes. I feel like I could just sit here and just waste away, you know. Some places are just too nice. I think this is one of those places. Right over there, actually, there was another one of these videos going to come out, but we never actually ended up finishing it. That video would have been long. And you know what? I'm kind of wishing that I did finish it now, because it would have been good to just have in the backlog. I don't know what to do next. Where do you want us to go? Anything cool in Arizona you want us to check out? Hey, maybe I'll even travel somewhere. I'll go to the middle of Omaha, Nebraska and just not come back. But you'll get a vlog out of it at some point. You know what? I think I'm probably going to hit up a show next month. Kill Bill the Rapper is coming to Arizona. Might go check that out. Hey, maybe I'll even score another interview. You never know. I was thinking about messaging Bill and saying, you know, if he'd be down, you know, in the Denny's at like 4 a.m. Maybe. Oh, well, I have no idea. Because I'm pretty sure his schedule is going to be like a lot tighter than Chris Emby and Patch's was. Because they were here to kick it in Arizona for a few days afterwards, so. But let me think. Hypotheticals, purely right now. podcast guests, realistic ones. You know, I'm not gonna do the funny joke this time, but I'm pretty sure you all know where that's going. Oh, a loud car coming down the way. Hi, loud car. Guests on the podcast: Chris, MB. I'm actually in talks with Trip Shoes TV, Little Daniel. If y'all know, y'all know. That'd be pretty cool. Maybe, you know, Fran again, Zach Jada, Clementinci. You know, we talked about that for a little bit. I haven't really been hitting anybody up recently, which is completely a me thing. You know, been going through it, so I don't want to bring anybody into my, you know, mess of everything. But if it's all right with you, I just want to sit here for a little bit. It really is nice to just slow down for a second. I feel like recently things have just been, you know, but now I just get to, I mean, I can be out here for as long as I want. And it's nice. A little toasty in these clothes, I might admit, you know. Big might. But the days have been flying past me. So I made a drawing about this place a couple months back. Did a whole preamble, or I guess a little rant underneath. And let me tell you, I don't know if I agree with that guy anymore. Summertime can be kind of nice, despite all the bugs and whatever, but oof, there's something about tonight. This is gonna sound like super criminal, but like, you ever just wonder what's going on in somebody else's house? Like, you know, what's the interior decoration looking like? You know, let me tell you, the amount of people I see out in public, or even while I was working, God, just based on how they act, you know, that house has got to suck. I think my house looks pretty cool. I mean, minus the no flooring, but well, what are you gonna do? I like the posters in it. But I would like more furniture, if I'm being honest. Niceties here and there. We don't have chairs or a bench for our table. I'm pretty sure we should get on that pretty soon. Don't even get to use the damn table in my house. Nah, we'll get to it. Sorry, I keep going quiet. I'm just taking in the moment, you know. Trying to center myself here. Really hope no locals are up right now, or otherwise I look real weird just sitting here recording. Well, you can't even see the stand. Speaking of which, I should get better stands. I bought these things that were on sale, and now I can see why. I'm really hoping that the camera angle has stayed consistent this whole time, because that thing wiggles around a lot. It cannot handle the weight of a phone. It's ridiculous, but, you know, took a chance. And they're fine for the most part. I don't generally, like, take them anywhere. I should get, like, a handheld stabilizer for my phone or something, you know, to make filming in public a little easier. That'd be cool. You know, I've always wanted to do this kind of video with somebody else. I mean, ever since the first one. I would have liked to have company every time. That'd be cool. Just see what comes out, natural conversation. I'm not the best at talking to the camera, but, you know, I think I do a pretty good job. Mainly because I like to watch these back, and if I'm like performing for the camera, it's a little weird because, you know, obviously there's a little bit of a character there, as I've said before, but more often than not I like to try and, with these, be more myself than anything. Is that a cat? Come here. That is a cat, isn't it? Hello? Am I tripping? Oh. Oh. It's not a cat, actually. It's trash. I'll pick that up before I go. You know, every time I come to a place like this and there's trash, it ticks me off a little. Mainly because this is a place that I hold near and dear. But, you know, to other people, it's just a playground, just a place. Like I said in my post, I don't blame people for seeing this as just like another cookie cutter park in another cookie cutter neighborhood. Because this does basically just look like any other neighborhood in Arizona. Which I would know. You know, I didn't always live on the reservation. I lived in Santan Valley for a little bit. Growing up, like kinder through first, or no, not first, fifth. A little mixed up there, but yeah, the place was nice. I've gone back there a couple times. Wasn't too bad, you know, nothing crazy. But there's a couple other places I like to do videos like this at, like the park that we went to in the first one. I'd like to go back there and do a video. I just kind of hard to do at night, so I'd have to do it during the day, and then I have to talk out loud during the day to myself, or I guess to you guys, but you know, pre-recorded and all that. I'd look like a psychopath, but maybe that's the fun in it. I hope this shot looks okay, by the way. I really try not to stress too much over it, especially in long form videos like this, but you know, I really do like to put my best into every video. It kind of sucks that wasn't a cat though. Maybe it'd like want to be my friend, you know? Took a while to kick on, but you know. That sprinkler is going fucking haywire, Jesus. Nice little car over there. Hello, locals. by locals. Well, locals definitely think I'm a piece of work just sitting here, you know. But before I end this, let's just sit here again. A little moment of silence. But before that, you know, if you're watching this, I'm pretty sure you know where to keep up. Stay yearning, you know, stay fixing your mistakes. Be good people, you know, be safe, y'all. Be everything that you weren't today, I guess. This is what I'm trying to say. Try to come up with something inspirational, but you know what, that's hard. So I'm just gonna say, you know, be safe, y'all. Be good. And just keep hanging out with us. We might not have much going on, but you know, we'll always be here in some way, shape, or form. But until next time, this is your boy, Daniel Valentine. That MP4, Daniel Johns, if you prefer. Just Daniel, if you want. Donate to charity. You know, the rat charity that I Am Chris did a stream for. I donated money to that because, you know, I love rats. And I love Chris. And, you know, rats and Chris together. I mean, come on. I'm bound to give money to that. The SMA Foundation for spinal muscular atrophy. Donate to that. You know, every little bit helps to fund research, you know. Maybe even help people down the line, because it will at some point. Man, cook something good. Chicken marsala is always a good one. I made that once and it's been on the menu ever since. Took a little break from it for a while, but ooh, coming back to her, it was so nice. What else do I want to say? I mean, never give up hope, I guess. You know, the world sucks. Everything kind of sucks right now, but it can be all doom and gloom all the time. So if you get a chance, excuse me, God, find something cool going on in the world today. This sounds a lot like when me and Riley were doing a pod together. It was nice to talk to Riley, or I guess somebody like that. Because at that point in my life, I was super doom and gloom, you know. I still am now, but I try to keep an eye out for good things going on. And right now, I can't say I know of any. Just doing what I always do. So, just keep trucking along. Something will change. Something's got to give at some point. It's like a Binding of Isaac run. If any of my Isaac heads are out there, you know, sometimes you got to hold out till you get that quality 4. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, but hey, you know, if it does, you're supposed to be here. But yeah, without saying specific names, just thanks for sticking around. And without saying specific names, come back, I miss you. No, just, I mean, I meant it, but again, like I said, just one more time, let's just sit in silence for a second. I'll come get you guys when it's done.